All right. So yes. So you are over here, and what you know is there was a converted merchant ship and a smaller sloop, or something of a similar nature, involved in the raid on Torpol administration. You got that information from Hardo Fax, who was the provost marshal, who you went and visited in his offices. Um, You have been offered money if you bring the heads of the pirates back to the irate. I will just point that out. They will still take your money. So if you,
Yeah.
or rather give you money if you give them heads. So, you have an option there. And yes, you did want to see if you could track down the ship that you'd encountered previously. So I guess the question is that what you want to do, right? So you're at Drinax. You met the ship somewhere around there. So it was clearly traveling kind of on a pretty standard trail of shipping. And it was a merchant vessel. It wasn't a pirate vessel. Noting it had R8 clan markings on the goods that you acquired. It could have been heading. Well, you can make some informed guesses, right? So, probability that they're going to the irate is reasonably low. But they could easily sell stuff going the other way. So, you can do that, or you can go to the pirate city. Pirate town, not city. City's probably extravagant. What would you like to do?
I'm thinking pirate town. And
the rest.
Okay.
Captain is open to suggestions. If anyone has got a plan, handy plan, I'm open to it. Otherwise, we're going to pirate town.
It's as good an option as any.
Yeah. Okay, pirate town it is.
All right. So, pirate town. Okay. Let me pull that up so I have. Okay, so you're going to need to sail across basically. Hold on, I'll get my little measuring ruler out because I've got one. Whew. About 150 odd miles of terrain. Open ocean. So can I get a what will it be? It'll be a survival roll, which might be a skill that I have called survival. So no, I have called it survival. Hey, winning at life. All right. So who is going to be responsible for keeping an eye out for foul weather and other things? Who has the necessary,
survival skill?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well,
I've got prudence, but no points in survival. So
yeah, I'm in the same boat.
Same.
Yeah, same boat.
Oh, okay, wonderful.
I feel like this is our missing crewmates.
that might be Meg's
No, they have no survival either. I've got them open.
Oh shit.
Nobody's
All
got
right.
survival. My prudence is 3, but am I sailing the ship?
No, you're
Do I have to roll
commanding
that?
the ship. You don't sail.
I'm commanding the ship.
You've got people for those jobs. You stand at the top and go that way.
And you stand at the top and take the largest share for some reason.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. Because you've got the big jobs,
it's good being
worrying about things. That's your job.
Oh, and in battle you're a target, so there's high risk.
That's right.
Perhaps I shall look out for bad weather and other things.
Okay. You don't have the highest prudence. I'm just going to make that point.
Okay, who's got prudence of 4 or 5?
I do. I've got 4.
4 over here too.
All right, Dominique, please look out. Be our lookout.
Oui.
All right. Go for it.
All right, let's see.
Oh my gosh, look at those 6s.
There we go.
That's more like it. Would you like to make, could you please, rather, Could you please, as the kind of lookout, I'm keeping an eye on things, trying to understand what we're going on out there. Let me just get the correct table out. Could you roll 2d6 and add a 1 to the tens, I think? Yeah.
2d6 and add a 1?
To the tens. So it'll
one.
roll, and then when you open up the little dice icon, you'll see. So if you just use the dice pool thing.
Add a 1.
At the bottom of the chat window, all the little icons
Yeah.
for the dice. If you hit the d6, the square twice, and then hit roll, it will roll you 2d6.
Okay. Yeah. No, that one I got.
And then if you click on the result, so the tens, it actually
Yeah.
shows you the order. So 46 in this case. So that's
Okay.
56. Ha! Cool.
Okay.
All right, so you guys are sailing between here and here. You're about there. You see a... what would it be? You can see there's a large... Actually, no, it wouldn't be large. It'd be quite small, actually. So there's a small sloop making its way through the waters, cutting away from you. It's not flying... it's flying a flag that you don't recognize.
Sorry about that. Captain,
Yes.
what do we do about that?
I'm going to take out my spyglass and look at it. So it's quite small. A sloop is much smaller than us, right?
Correct.
Mm-hmm.
It's the
Well, I think we
smallest
chase
of...
it down, don't we?
It's the smallest of the kind of... it's still a decently sized ship. It's specifically a ship that's built for speed and maneuverability. So often used by
In
pirates,
fact,
actually.
51% of pirates historically used a sloop.
Yeah. Often used
Yeah.
by pirates. Exactly.
Well, I think we should follow this ship and try to catch it up.
Okay.
We need to be in charge of these waters, like around Drinax.
Yep.
That's our space, so we're going to know about everything that goes on in these waters, as far as I'm concerned.
All right. So who's got the best? Who's your pilot? Who's got the best move and deafness combo?
I've got 4 deafness and 1 move. So was that me doing that last time?
I actually think it was Margaret who's got 5 deafness and 2 move.
Oh, Jesus.
I think it's Max then. Yes, Max.
Yes.
Daring.
And she's, I think she's a daughter of the sea. Oh no, she's an edge runner. That's right. Are you a daughter of the sea though? Yeah, you
I'm
are.
daughter of the sea.
Yeah, which
Yeah.
actually gives you okay, I'll roll for Margaret. She's that went nowhere fast.
Oh, no.
Oh, no,
Nothing.
exactly. All right, the ship is moving away from you at speed. It's flying a flag you don't recognize. It's obviously decided that the best thing it can do, having met you. By the way, it doesn't look particularly well armed. So for noting that while sloops are often used by pirates, they're also often used by other people. This ship does not seem to have a very significant gun displacement.
Yeah.
It's got what look like
Compared to our
swivel guns
bristling.
on the top,
Mm.
and maybe it's got 1 or 2 actual cannons, maybe not. But yes, it seems that its preferred way of dealing with the problem that you present is to run away at speed. So, just give it. Wow. Okay. Yeah.
Ooh,
so
wow.
it is moving much faster than you, and you can see it peeling away. You could try and fire across its bow, or even not fire across its bow, as your preference might be. But unless you spend a point of get Margaret to spend a point of panache, you will you will fall behind quite quickly. It is moving at speed.
Oh, very well. We've chased it away. That seems the best we can do at this time, but we need to stake our claim over these waters. People need to know that this is our area.
So whatever
it's gone away at the moment.
Yep, whatever it was, it sails away into the darkness at speed. And your crew are like, like so far, the total sum of goods that you found for the crew is 1 ton of sugar.
Precious sugar.
So the one thing you do know is that crews who don't feel like you're making them a lot of kit
get cranky.
They get cranky, and eventually they become the sort of crew that says what we need is a new captain and possibly new officers.
Right.
And depending on how cranky they get, they might invite you to leave the ship by boat, or they might invite you to leave the ship without a boat.
Look in the blank. Right. So maybe I have to do. I might spend some of my share on buying rum for the crew at Titterson, so they have a good time there.
Yeah. All right. So yes.
And then we're going to go hunting for what we need.
Right. Go hunt some merchant ships and actually pay these guys off. Yeah. No, that's probably wise. All right. So you have encountered that ship, and there's a sort of quiet moment. Now, the pirate capital, if you will, the pirates' town, this one. No, you did those guys. No, you skipped that guy. Okay, go talk to them. Poor guy. He would have loved to have talked to you. Well, probably not. He could have. Okay. Oh, okay, cool. All right. So you're sailing towards the town. Now you've been here before because you've led a rich and varied life. Basically, it's a series of caves. So it's a big bay, but the ships aren't exposed. They're not out. So the actual port itself actually operates within the cave system underneath the island. So the way you get in and out of the cave system is, as a general statement, you refill you put all your sails away, you reef your sails, and you row the last leg of the trip, because relying on sails to navigate in a cave system is A, complicated, B, very unlikely to work, and C, not loved by the people who live there. So what tends to happen is you reef your sails just as you approach the caves, and then you get out the oars and basically paddle your way through to the dock proper. Noting that you always have the option of sailing in, it's just much more difficult.
No, we're just going to do whatever we normally do.
Okay.
Just reef the sails and row in.
All right.
Just going to follow our normal pattern.
Okay. Pilot. Oh, hold on. Am I the pilot? No, I'm not the pilot. Oh, no, I am the pilot. Oh. Okay. No modifiers. Does she get... No, she gets a success. Yay. Okay. All right, so...
2 successes.
2 successes. I might increase my panache. All right, I'll increase the panache for that character. So they navigate in. So basically, the cave system is lit intermittently by holes coming in from the roof. So unbeknownst to you, you're actually sort of in effect on this giant porous piece of rock that's been formed out of some volcanic eruption at some point in the past. There are holes into the top of the cave, so technically if you were people, you could come down through the holes. Obviously, ships not so much. But that gives you light as you sail into the harbour. And it's a little bit sort of hit and miss, but there's these giant funnels of light shining down onto the water. The town itself is built into the caves and built up the sides of the caves. There is an exposed community, if you will. There are people who live on top of the island, but most people choose to live sort of in the caves, in these shacks and other things hanging off the side of the cave system. So basically, above you and around you are all these rope bridges running like across the top of the cave system, and that's how a lot of people get around. The water takes you up to the docks. There are these hovels and like little shacks that people have basically built. So it's all very organic. People have found flotsam, people have found other pieces of wood, and then what they've done is they've built their own little shacks. And so you've got this kind of never-ending renewal, politely, of the community. And
when your shack falls into the harbour, you just build it again.
Yeah, or if you move away for long enough and someone decides they like your shack, you no longer have a shack and you have to build a new one.
It's kind of a hermit crab sort of arrangement, really.
It is. It's very hermit crabby. There's a very strong hermit crabby vibe to the location. The entry to the cave system is guarded by cannons and a large chain that can be pulled across and up to stop ships getting in. Obviously, that is not normally up, so you don't actually have to negotiate your way through, but it is available to block entry to the cave system.
Yeah.
All right. So, yes, you're sailing up through the waters, slowly paddling. The ship finds a free dock. The docks are like full of all these little ships. There's actually a lot of merchants here. Like, it's not just pirates, right? Because there are people who come and buy the goods off the pirates, or who want to sell stuff that they might have found lying around somewhere that would be harder to explain. And there's also quite a few fishermen who operate out of the harbour and provide a lot of the food that the community relies on. Right, so you pull up at the dock. You can see the burning sort of torches that illuminate the whole area. You can see the rope bridges above you running to all these different little communities that are dotted around through the town. Noting that you are new arrivals, waiting for you on the dock itself is what goes for the harbour master in this community. So basically, someone who's appointed themselves as harbour master, and is very generously taking a small tithe to operate the services of harbour master for the community. And with him are 3 women, all dressed in black. So wearing black clothing. They are wearing, like, no one really wears armor, but they are wearing effectively blackened breastplates, which do limit their movement a bit, but which provide some protection against musketry and weapons. Musketry are decent range weapons, obviously, and hand-to-hand melee. Right. So, Harbour Master looks you all up and down and goes, "Hello! Welcome
Greetings.
to Titterson."
It's good to be back. Good to be back amongst our own folk.
Indeed, my lady, and he pauses for a second. He's looking at you.
Angelique, of course.
Of course,
has it really
Lady
been
Angelique.
so long since I've been here?
How could I forget you, Lady Angelique? It was not my intention. And your fine crew. Will you be needing harbour services? Perhaps, someone to keep an eye on your ship when you are not on it. Mooring space. Will you need any victuals? Will you need water? Will you need food? Just asking.
Just asking, of course, so kind of you to inquire. Yes, food and water and an extra rations of rum. I will be purchasing those for the crew from my own from my own monies. What am I going to say about that? Yes, my own monies. Yes. Well, yes, and I would like a mooring space and someone to look after the ship, though I will have crew on board at all times. Yes.
Excellent.
And how much will you be charging for these services this time? Inflation again, I'm sure.
Look, times are tough. And obviously the cost of labour has been going up through the last little while. I think what you'll find is a very reasonable offer. Would you like to negotiate with the harbour master to convince him that he should charge you less?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, so that is a manipulation roll.
Mm.
Once again, would you like to ask someone else in the group if they have better manipulation than you, Captain?
Yes. Okay, I've got Grace 3 and Manipulation 1. Actually, my Grace is currently 2.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's probably recovered, actually. Funny.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, so just untick it.
Okay. I'll untick it. So Grace 3, Manipulation 1. Anybody beat that?
Yeah, I've got Grace 5 and Manipulation 3.
Oh, I can't touch that.
Oh, wow!
Yeah.
I shall let you negotiate the cost
Yeah, I mean,
with with my secretary Dominique here. Thank you.
Quartermaster is probably what Dominique
Oh, quartermaster.
and pilot, it seems.
No.
No?
yes,
I'm a man of many
pilot.
talents.
Yes.
yes,
Of course.
sometimes. Dominique, would you like to roll your manipulation part and just click on your manipulation skill?
He's probably more the secretary because scholar and knowledgeable.
I mean, quartermasters are scholarly as well.
They
There's
are.
no shame in being a quartermaster.
No, there isn't.
They have to
If
be
you're
able to,
quartermaster.
write shit down and add things up. It's most important.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And
Where's the
Exactly,
6 here?
1/6 and all of that.
yeah, nice. All right, so you haggle him down. I haven't got a grasp of how I'm going to run money yet, by the way, just in case that wasn't blindingly obvious. I need to find some time where I'm not writing proposals. So that'll be this weekend. But yes, you negotiate him down to a reasonable, not exorbitant price, which is where he starts. Exorbitant. Like it's going to cost you most of what you just made to resupply the ship, provide the rum, all of those sorts of things. But you are able to do so.
Yeah. Well, you have to tell me at some point how much the rum costs so that I can take it off my.
I will do so.
Yeah.
All right. So there's a quiet moment, and then you are able to disembark from the ship. The three women in black, wearing the black breastplates, greet you formally as you enter, as you step onto the port, onto the pier rather. One of them steps forward, clearly the one in charge, or that might be correct. It's hard to know. They all wear, by the way, face masks, so you can only really see their eyes, not much else. Greetings. If we may remind you, the laws of the island are simple. You may not murder someone without due cause. You may not steal from someone without due cause. You must not assault anyone in an official position of authority on the island without due cause. Should you attack someone without due cause, you will suffer the sanction of the Black Widows.
I'm guessing he gestures at this point to those three.
Well, no, she is talking to you. She's one.
Oh,
of the
okay.
Oh, yeah.
and
The head of the Black Widows.
Right.
Yeah.
Please adhere to the rules.
Of course. Of course, my ladies.
Now, you know
We will
that
always...
without due cause simply means, in general, you've either got to have enough people who will say that it was him, Governor, it was him that started it.
Yeah.
Or you call them out formally.
Mm.
So you formally tell someone you're going to kill them, and then you kill them.
Yeah.
Stabbing people in the back and not having enough friends to back up that they started it, that would be bad.
Yeah. Yeah. Just like jumping out of an alleyway and slitting someone's throat is no. But someone insulting your honor and responding with forces.
Yeah. And look, I want to be very clear. If you jumped out of an alley and stabbed someone in the throat and took their money, as long as 5 of your friends said that they started it.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah.
Okay, this is very much a legal system run on the opinion of the people in the room.
Yeah.
All right, so you have a name. You're in Titterson. What would you like to do? So, thoughts, people.
Okay, so we need to track down this guy, Derek. Probably the best starting point. I did want to have a scan of the ships currently docked to see if we could spot anything that matched the description that we had from the psychopomps.
Okay.
And
there's a lot of ships.
Yeah, just on the off chance that we might see them.
All right, well, how would you like to do that? There's a lot of ships. And you can also reach out to go to various places. I'll just tell you that the sorts of places you imagine exist in a pirate town exist. So
yeah,
fill in the gaps yourselves, guys. Don't feel afraid to do so.
Yeah. Well, I have a large crew. So I am going to divide them up into, I don't know, groups of 10. And 10 stay on the ship at any one time. I'm going to send out 4 groups to go and spread out along the docks, check out all the ships, come and report back to me at my favourite tavern, the Mermaid's Tail. How about that? And the other 4 sets of crew have got shore leave for the next 12 hours, and then they're going to swap over. How does that sound to everybody?
Sounds reasonable. If they get in fights, they've got 9 other people to back them up.
Yeah, exactly.
When they
don't
get
go
in
out
fights.
alone. If they get in fights, yeah. And we're going to go and do some sitting in taverns and talking to people and find out if anybody's heard of this guy, Ferric.
Okay, so there's a number of taverns. Do you want to all go to the same one and work as a group, or do you want to split up a bit and try and hit a few of them? And who's actually managing all the people? So who's going to be responsible for ensuring the crew stay to their job? Because,
That's probably going to be me.
They've been trapped on a ship for a good long while. They might not be the most reliable.
No, it's an honor system. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
What could possibly go wrong?
Go wrong. Pirates in a pirate town. I don't know.
All right, so I think I heard that Lorenzo is it Lorenzo? Did I get it right? I got it right. I think Lorenzo has just volunteered to be manager of pirates.
Correct.
Okay, so Lorenzo, you are going to be responsible for making sure the pirates do their damnedest to actually pay attention to their orders. You have many things going for you. Oh no, you've got leadership, and it actually gives you a bonus die when influencing crew or followers. Okay, all right.
And I'm really big.
And you're really big. That's
and good
true.
at smacking heads together.
Absolutely.
Okay, well, can you make a exalt roll for me, which you have exactly 0 dice in, but you do get a bonus die.
Excellent. So roll modifier is 1, is it?
Yep.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Spot on.
Right. Yep.
And you got a success. There you go.
Excellent.
That's all you need.
It's all you
Come on,
need.
lads.
All right, so specifically
We're
tell
done
me what
with
you're
everything.
asking them to look for. What are you, Lorenzo, giving them as instructions?
Well, what was the task from the captain? It was to record.
I want to see if the pirate ship and the merchanter that hit the island of the psychopomps and the Torpil administration, just on the off chance that they might actually be in port right now.
Right. Okay. So, yep, I'll convey that to them.
We got the description, which the details of which I've forgotten.
There was a fleet from memory.
No, that's
but we're looking for that merchant ship that we stole the sugar from.
That flute.
Plus the other one, the flute.
Mm-hmm.
Flute and the sloop.
No, the flute and the sloop, yeah.
Yeah.
So I guess actually a lot of them are going to go down to the docks and things like that and see who's around and have a chat, or at least do the been a rough time at sea, etc. Blah blah blah. But I suspect there's probably going to be a few that end up in the taverns as well. And they're the ones that I'm keeping especially an eye on to make sure they don't cause a ruckus while they're doing it.
Okay. So they.
Yes.
Sorry.
I wanted groups of them some to go and look on the docks just to see if they can spot the ship, and the other half can go to the tavern and blow off steam.
Yep.
And one cohort staying on the ship to mind the ship.
Right. Okay.
At any one time. So they will be cycled through.
Yeah, and they'll be cycled through every 12 hours.
All right. So Captain, you've basically given broad brush orders, and then everything else is really under the control of the person who's stuck around to run the show. Okay, so you were keeping a particular eye out for... Now, I should make the point that the merchant vessel they referred to in the raid was not the flute.
Oh, wasn't it?
No. The pirate that you encountered who had the sugar, he was in a flute, as you rightly guessed. The pirate who the pirate ship that they used was a big, heavy merchant ship.
Oh, okay. So it's probably more like a galleon or something like that.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So it was actually quite large, and it was reasonably heavily armed.
Right.
Which, having encountered the flute, was not.
Yeah. Okay. Right. Makes sense.
All right. So, but that means you're looking for 3 ships, not 2. Is my point. It's not to disagree with anything, but
they're on the list.
They're on the list. All right. So with the 1 success, I'm going to give you an option. You can stop the crew from getting into trouble, or you can have the crew actually uncover a clue.
Let's have them uncover a clue, because I think trouble is really what this place has anyway. So we'll see how we go.
All right. So the crew, one of the comes back to you. They think they have located the flute that you
Oh.
encountered.
Hmm.
Nice. Okay. Well, let's alert the captain to this. Is it just moored in the docks?
Yeah. Now you'll have to do that in a little while because
Yep.
the everyone else went off to various pirate taverns. So just to finalize that, and for the rest of you, what are you doing? Pan,
I'm
Sorry
just-
about that.
what are you guys doing?
Yeah. So I'm the captain is in one tavern, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm probably going to be in another tavern, probably I'm assuming because you're a captain, you're kind of going to the quote unquote fancy establishment here.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to be going to kind of the low down establishments to see if I can figure out any information there.
Okay. Fair enough. Are you splitting up into lots of little? Like, are you all going to different places to see if you can hit up as many people as possible, or are you grouping together in clumps? If I can put it that way.
Honestly, I might grab let's see. So what I might do is I might grab two people from each of the groups of 10. Just 2 from 3 groups of 10 just so I can have 6 people with me and everyone else still has 8 so I'm not fucking jumped.
Okay. What about you, Con? What are you doing?
I think Con might like. Surely there's a few places where people can go to sell ill-gotten goods.
There are indeed many such places.
So officially they'll be going to to like ask around, see if anyone's seen any of these materials that have gone missing.
Oh yeah, because
That
you've got
have
the
have
stamp of the clan.
yeah.
Hmm.
But also they're probably going to see if there's any like new like surgical kits, good like less blunt blades because I think theirs are getting a bit worn.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think you're probably right. Okay, so can I get what's the fun bit? I think it's definitively going to be prudence and yeah, scouting. As you guys go off and try and, or you can use you can use insight if you want to. So you can use either insight or scouting, which kind of represents insight represents more talking to people and trying to find out things, and scouting represents a more physical sort of I'm looking for people, I'm looking for the right people. So your choice, and just tell me which one you're going to use.
I think I'm going to use insight,
Okay.
even though I have nothing in it.
Right, go for it, Captain, my captain.
Okay. Hopefully that's going to go. No.
No. All right, no luck for you, Capitano.
No. Not the kind of guy probably hanging around the captain's bar.
Pan.
Uh,
Con.
Yep. Probably go prudence and scouting. More just looking through wares and poking my head through doors that I probably shouldn't be poking my head through.
Sure.
Mm.
Oh,
I'll
Damn.
take it.
three
Three
sixes.
successes. Wow.
Three
Mhm.
successes. Very popular. Obviously, that works. And finally, but certainly not last, Dom.
Yeah, he's gonna do insight as well, and
Okay.
we're gonna see how it goes.
Seems logical.
Well,
Okay.
one.
One is better than none.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so
Uh-huh.
the let's go with the highest roll then to start with. So Con, you are at a known purchaser of goods, if I can put it that way, a simple merchant working to help the local free no, not freebooters, the local adventurers slash merchant folk, to dispose of wares that are otherwise difficult to remove. You see you find packets of the sugar. So you find a couple of ton of sugar stamped with the clan symbol that you are chasing.
Yeah, no, Con would probably approach whatever shopkeep there is.
Yeah.
Is it? Oh, it's amazing to find sugar of such quality. Where did I really I must know where what fine captain brought this to you?
Okay, so can I get a manipulation roll from you, please?
Absolutely. No.
Do you have any panache?
Yeah, I have panache.
You can re-roll it if you want. At no
Reroll the whole
cost.
thing.
Yep.
Yeah, okay. I will reroll. Still no.
Still no. All right.
Yeah,
Look.
they think they're being subtle, but she's really not.
Yeah, exactly. Like a brick. Well, if you need that information, I guess the question is, what is it worth to you? So basically, they're very happy to sell you the information, more than happy. Very content to sell you the information, but they will be keen to charge you for it.
No, makes sense.
Mm.
Well, you're the shopkeep here. What would you say is a fair price?
For a Well, I mean, if the information is worth something, it's worth, a bit. They charge you basically both of your shares.
Oof.
So you're
Hmm.
18, you're 18 guilders.
It's okay. I'll just invoice the captain.
Yeah, they won't mind. They're good
Yeah.
for it, right?
Yeah, absolutely. We're best friends. Yeah, no, we came to get information. I'm paying for information. I will ask for the money back, and we'll see how that goes then.
Okay. Uh, so let's see, what's her name? Oh, there it is, Mariah. Okay. So the sugar comes from Mirai Silverhand. So Mirai is he explains to you that Mirai uh, runs one of the sort of smaller pirating gangs in the city, and she has recently come into quite a large amount of this sugar, and has been offloading it all across the town.
What a lucky windfall for them.
Indeed.
Obviously uh obviously this conversation between us never happened, and if word gets out, we'll see what happens then. I'm sure it won't, though. Of course.
I'm sure it won't either. You know, I mean, no one would. Well, I mean, of course not. I mean, you can trust me. After all, I'm the sort of person who doesn't spill his guts for just money.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, of course.
I am but a simple merchant.
Aren't we all?
Well, no, some of us aren't. Some of us are complicated merchants. uh, but look, I will, of course, ensure that we don't have to worry about such things. If you can keep your mouth quiet, I will keep my mouth quiet.
Oh, it will be my honor.
All right. So then the person. So that was Con. Dominic, you got one success, I think.
That is correct.
So you were hitting a low bar, if I could call it that.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're chatting to people in the low bar.
Mm-hmm.
Are you specifically naming Ferric as someone you're looking for?
I wouldn't say. I would say I'm putting out feelers, and I'm making it so that those who know him well would have enough detail to pick up on this is who I'm talking about.
Okay, all right. So, uh, through a series of conversations rather than a single one, you're able to kind of get a sense of the lay of the land in relation to Ferric. So you don't find anything. You don't actually find out where Ferric is, and no one actually seems to know. However, you
Yeah.
do find out that the most powerful gang in the city is actually run by a guy called Admiral Darrakan. He's called Admiral Darrakan because all rumor is that he was a high-ranking Federated Territories ship's commander, or possibly admiral, and he took his ship and his crew with him, and they came to the island and became pirates.
Man.
So he has a military warship. So he has a full-on 3-deck military ship, a ship of the line, and he has a crew who know how to man it properly.
Holy crap.
Okay.
So,
Let's call him
Fair.
Powers in the waters.
so he's the most powerful pirate on the island. No one knows what the details are, but he's put a price out on Ferric's head.
Oh shit. All right, that's useful to know. Yeah, so I'm definitely going back. Once I've plumbed all the depths and I'm certain that's all the information I'm gonna get.
Yeah, so pretty much the only other thing you hear, there are a couple of other gangs that are reasonably decently sized. One of them is run by, of all things, an irate male called Roll Irontooth.
Roll Irontooth. Okay.
All right. So yes, so you know that the admiral is not a fan of Mr. Ferric.
Good to know.
All right. So you can all bring your information back together with the captain, because there was a plan for, I think, at least Lorenzo was going back to the captain with I found the flute. The fleet. and there's obviously other information to share. So you get together. You're at the High End Inn. Funny story. This inn is frequented by Admiral Darrakin. It's like it's his place. He likes to come there. People make room for him and let him sit where he wants to sit. That sort of thing.
Fair. I definitely convey this information as we sit down and make sure everyone knows, hey, look, if this guy comes in, we give him deference. Possibly.
Yeah. We don't mess with the guy who's got a ship of the line.
A good call.
We don't need to be blown out of the water. Alright. But it does mean that it's likely Ferric has gone to ground, or he may have been totally avoiding this place as being too hot for him right now. If there's a price on his head.
I would say so, probably.
Okay. Well,
Alright. Alright. So we know that the sugar is here. The flute is here.
The man is not.
The man is not. So we could go and have a chat to this Mirai and see where they got the sugar from, who they bought it from. Or is Mirai, did I miss this, Mirai an actual pirate and possibly stole it themselves?
I believe they ran a gang around here, but it was unclear. Unless it was clear and I just misremembered it.
no, it wasn't clear, but whoever they are, Mirai Silverhand. Mostly, what you know is that a person called Mirai Silverhand sold sugar, and particularly the sugar that you are chasing around.
Yeah.
Mm.
Alright. Well, I think that'll be our next port of call is to have a chat to Mirai Silverhand and find out who sourced the sugar.
Okay.
Yeah?
So you're going to go looking for Mirai Silverhand.
Yep.
All right. The last scene heading into the sort of the more dubious end of town.
Lovely.
Yes. I definitely want all of us together to go there. Along with a different squad of crew, perhaps. To have our backs.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So you are going into the sort of you're looking for Mirai Silverhand.
Yeah.
Right. Same story. Scouting or insight to locate the necessary information to chase her down. You kind of have a description, so it could be as simple as just literally looking for her, or you could actually talk to people and see if they will tell you where she might be. And yes, you don't have to choose; you can do both. So can
Right.
I assume everyone's going to roll on this one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
All
By
right,
the way,
test.
are you doing anything about the flute? The flute. I should stop saying it.
Not yet.
It's a bit rude. But anyway, I can't help myself. It's just comes out. Not yet. Okay. All right. So can I get a your choice, guys? Insight v Scout.
I think
Oh,
scouting.
definitely insight for me. Sorry. I
Yep.
forgot to say that before I rolled.
That's all right. It pops up in the chat window. So all goodness.
I'm gonna try some scouting. No.
No, it
Yeah,
doesn't.
same
I lied.
here.
I actually lied. It doesn't skip that.
No.
All right.
And I'll do scouting. 1, 2, 3.
Oh,
no points for that.
It's
All
up
right.
6.
So Angelique got nothing. Dominique and Con got 1 each. Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
And
you
did
guys are good at investigating.
And just to confirm, were you both rolling insight, or Con, were you rolling scout?
I was scouting.
Okay, nice. Okay, so let's work this through. So Con, you have a description of Mirai Silverhand. You also have a bit of an understanding of, like, you're also looking for, anything that is marked with the clan symbols. Now, they stole sugar, but they may have stolen other things as well. What you discover is that someone is trying to use the sugar to buy themselves into. So you actually see the insignia, the irate clan symbol, has been cut off and is being bandied around by another gang. Led by a Peter Ballas. So someone has recently offloaded a bunch of sugar. Now, you don't know very much about irate culture, but you're reasonably certain this is someone going out of the way to offend them. So someone has recently sold a lot of sugar to Peter Ballas and his crews. Crews being the opportune word. Dominique, you kind of ferret around and ask people. They all admit that they don't know where Mirai Silverhand is currently docked. So it's not in the public docks, if anything.
Yeah.
What they do know is Mirai has been putting out a lot of feelers. So she's not currently sanctioned. She's not currently kind of persona non grata with Darrakan. But it does rather sound like she might be desperately trying to find a reasonably sized crew to join.
Okay.
As in, I'm looking for maybe someone almost big enough to mean that I won't just get my ass kicked by the guy with the
With
man
the
of war,
huge ass, yeah.
that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's what you discover. You don't find her, but you do find those 2 pieces of information.
To know. Yeah,
All
no,
right.
I definitely bring that back to the crew.
Okay.
All right.
Quite substantial.
So it is substantial. So we're making progress. Should we go and find the flute next and have a chat to the captain of the flute again?
Yeah, he liked
Wouldn't
it
be a
the
bad
first
idea.
time.
Yeah, we had a civilized conversation. You didn't bloody tell me anything though. I gave him nice cherry. God.
Yes, you did. How does that make you feel?
Cranky. I'm slightly cranky.
Are you?
Afraid and disillusioned.
He trespassed on my hospitality. I was very nice to him.
Okay.
Didn't hurt anybody. I did take all his cargo.
He didn't have
Still,
what?
no. You sure did not.
And you may have been saving him from a very unfortunate experience, so who knows?
Yeah, we might point that out to him.
All right, so how do you want to deal with this? Do you want to wait for him to reappear on the flute, or do you want to try and chase him down through the town?
I think we might keep an eye on the flute paste an
okay,
urchin to.
So if you do anything with him on the flute, you're going to have a full crew there. If you locate him in town, he will have a smaller crew with him.
That's true.
It may not matter
That's
to
a
your
good point.
equation, but I will just remind you that his crew was very small.
Anyway,
Fewer.
Yeah.
He had like
Yeah.
9 or so people with him.
yeah, okay, so it's not really a huge problem. I think we can
That's
station an urchin to come and grab us when he gets back to his flute, and we'll go and have a chat.
Okay. So you wait to expedite. He stumbles back that evening. With his crew. They seem to have had quite a bit to drink, and are somewhat discontented.
Discontented.
Hmm.
Maybe we can turn that to our advantage.
I don't think it would be hard, as long as you've got money for rum.
I've got money for rum. Money is flowing through my fingers like rum.
Like rum. Exactly. All right. So
yeah.
you rock up at the ship. You've got rum. Are you gonna just how is this going down, guys? Over to you. You tell me what's happening.
Well, do I remember his name?
Probably better than I do.
No.
Okay. All right. Let's just call him the captain, and one day I'll probably re-listen to the video and work out what it is.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
That's right. All right. But yes.
Oh, Captain.
Oh.
What a surprise seeing you here. Let's catch up.
He looks
Little reminiscing.
He looks at you all as you all are down the bottom. I just want to make it very clear that you robbed me. This is his first words.
I did. And in doing so, I saved your neck. I know you don't appreciate that right this moment, but we ran into some folks who were very interested in that cargo that you were carrying. It was very hot. Hot, hot, hot. They were ready to chop heads if they found out who had their cargo. So you can thank me by letting me aboard, and we can have a little chat and a catch up, hey?
Okay.
I've got rum.
Sure. Why not? It's not like I really have a choice. Come on board and bring your rum with you.
Very good, very good.
So,
come aboard.
How can I be of service?
Just be friendly, share a drink with me. How has business been for you since we last crossed paths?
It's been okay.
Yes, well, I would say we made a tidy little profit on your cargo, thank you. But yes, as I said, it was pretty hot. We had to offload it very fast. We were very lucky not to have been found out. But I was wondering if you might tell me where you got your hands on it.
Make a exalt roll.
Thank you. I shall.
You can add a bonus as well.
Yes.
Okay. Look, So I know some people who had come into quite a bit of sugar. And they were just looking to offload it, and they've had some challenges recently in a number of ports, and I just offered to help out for a small stipend.
I see. Well, I'm not surprised they've had a little bit of trouble offloading it when it's that hot.
Well, sorry.
I can help them out. I know where to offload it. If you can point me in their direction, perhaps I could go and have a little chat with them. Or maybe you could help facilitate a meeting.
I might be able to. Do you want to make now a manipulation roll, or do you want someone else to step in at this point?
I can make a manipulation roll. Let's hope I can make a manipulation roll. I'll try. Yes, I got a 6. Yes.
Okay. So you're well, I could broker a meeting, if you'd like. There are some of those crew here. I could probably organise for you to meet them, particularly if you were able to help them offload things. I'm sure they'd be quite interested. They're actually looking for allies. Matter of fact, I don't want to be too pejorative, but they are looking for friends. They might even be willing to assist you more formally if you were able or interested in joining up with them.
And why are these people looking for friends?
Well,
have they got themselves in a spot of trouble?
Well, no, they're just. Well, I mean, look, they're not massive. Look, they're not. They do have a bit of a problem. There's a couple of the local pirate lords are not enormously big fans of them.
I have heard some rumours since we docked about how things stand around here. Your friend wouldn't be Mirai Silverhand, would it?
No. Wow, gee whiz, that was quick. I don't. No. I mean, why do you ask?
Rumours? Just rumours I've been hearing. Oh. Do you know any other rumours? Always like to hear the gossip.
No rumors. I mean, it sounds like you already know of them at least. They're just innocent folk trying to make their way.
Nobody here is innocent. Pirates! Come on! But still, I'm very interested in having a conversation. You're worth your while. Maybe I can make it worth her while. We'll see.
Okay. Well, I will get in contact with them.
Excellent.
Where can I find you?
We are docked down at the other end of the docks. Leave a message for me with the harbour master.
Okay.
Or at the Mermaid's Tail. I'm likely to be there.
Okay. Awesome. All right. Well, I will do that. And look, it's been great. I've really enjoyed catching up with you.
Mm.
But I kind of feel like our time is done, and maybe I could just kind of introduce you to them to you, and leave it at that.
If that is what you wish, I bid you good night.
I definitely don't want to be any more involved in any of the conversations.
Very good.
And could I just ask one question? You said that you saved my life.
Hmm.
Could we just go into that a bit? Like, when you say you saved my life, like in comparison to who should I be worried about?
What about the higher rate?
The whole irate, or a small, a small part of the irate?
All right. Well, we met one of the higher clans at Torpole, and since they're very, very black and white about law and order and about ownership of things. And they said if we brought you to them, they'd chop your head off and we'd get paid for it. I'm not going to do that.
Okay, good to know. Do they know? I just trying to understand here. Do they actually know who I am?
No, because we kept that a secret. See how
Not
I'm saving
yet.
your life here?
Not yet.
We didn't mention you at all.
Okay. Right. Good. Okay, that's good news. Right. Okay, cool. So, what were they looking for?
They were looking for that sugar. Do you know how it was stamped with that funny symbol?
Yes.
That's the symbol of their house.
Right.
They had found you with it. They would have killed you.
Okay. Is there any? But I don't currently have any of that with me.
No, you don't.
Right. Okay. Nice. All right. So good. Thank you. Thank you for that information. It's been really helpful.
There you go.
All right.
So send me word when we're ready to meet.
Okay. Guys, I'm just going to quickly go and make myself a hot chocolate. I will be 3 minutes.
Mhm.
Okay.
And return.
No problem.
So I'll just replay what you've learned, so you guys have a kind of maybe a bit more of a structured view. So you've learned that Mirai is the conduit for selling the sugar into the various locations that it's being sold. You've learnt that Mirai has been desperately looking for one of the bigger gangs, not the biggest gang, but one of the bigger gangs to join, and has actually been paying them off. Notably, they haven't been talking to the irate pirate. They've been only talking to non-irate pirate. You've learnt the Admiral has a particular dislike for Ferric. And you now know that you have someone who can connect you directly with Mirai, at least for a meeting.
Yep.
So there's a couple of threads that you can pull there, is my point. You're not limited to one thread.
Yep.
But you can just pull the one thread. I don't mind. I'm just going back over all the detail that you've so far have gleaned.
Yeah. All right. So, anybody got any thoughts about what our next move should be? We're going to have a meeting with Mirai. Do we want to try and just get all the rest of the sugar, take it to Drinax, sell it, and then go and hunt down some other targets to make some more money, keep our crew happy?
I don't
Well-
think more money would be a bad option at this point.
Yeah.
Mhm.
We've spent quite a bit, but that risks putting us, if we get too involved with Mirai, is that going to risk us getting offside with the Admiral? Don't really want to go down that way at the moment.
Hmm. I mean, I'd say get away from here and make sure we are not in the Admiral's poaching area.
Yeah. Mm.
Hmm. Well, you could deal with this like a CIA operation, and that is do the shifting of power by bolstering Mirai's resources over time, with an understanding that we will get some benefit out of it.
I just also want to know what she did to get herself in hot water. Like how big of a problem is she?
And how much do we actually know about the Admiral and his operations as well?
Yeah.
Because if the Admiral's building his power at the same time we're building our power, then at some stage we're going to butt heads with them.
Yeah.
But if the Admiral's happy just to stick in his own little zone, then we can work with that as well. But kind of need to know more information about him as well. So that might come from Mirai as well.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And yeah, we definitely need to find this ferret guy. I wouldn't mind getting a reward for him. We
I guess
still
my
don't.
point is
Well,
we're building our network of allies,
yeah.
and Ferret may be one of them. So
Don't forget, sorry, you may have forgotten, but your original mission was to find the pirates who attacked the communities and deal with them so that Drinax could get a publicity win.
Yes,
You
that's
seem to be
also.
moving away from that plan, so I'm just going to reflag that was the original plan.
That's what we're doing. Yeah.
Hmm.
Ooh.
I'm okay with you moving away from the plan, but you probably need to be cognizant the King of Drinax might have a different opinion about that plan.
well, the question then is like, is Ferrex, for example, that captain who just went out and raided everything, came back to build up their own power base, or did they get somebody else to do the job?
Yeah.
So let's have a conversation with Ferrex anyway, and understand their intention, and they can understand us.
Sounds reasonable.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how and where do you? Okay, so actually, sorry, let me take a step back. So the captain has agreed they will reach out to Mirai on your behalf, and arrange a meet.
Yep.
Are you? Is that like? Is that? Well, I guess. What are you doing in the interim? Are you doing anything about that? And if you are doing anything about that, what is it? If you're not specifically focused on that, what are you doing while you wait for that meet to occur?
I actually want to find more information on like just general talk about the Admiral.
Okay.
Hmm.
He's pretty easy to find out information on. He's a reasonably significant figure in the community. So he still wears a Federated Territories military uniform. He's just stripped it of all insignia and all rank identifiers. He now wears a pair of effectively lapel pins that are in the skull and crossbones, and that seems to be the only motif. He's easily sighted. He is found. What was the name of the bar? Sorry.
The Mermaid's Tail.
He's frequents the Mermaid's Tail, so he's easily seen.
Mhm.
He's a tall, grey-haired military man. He's always surrounded by what looks like Federated Territories Royal Marines. So highly proficient soldiers, not sort of amateurs like these guys. That's what they do for a living, kind of folk.
Yeah.
And yeah, he seems to be held in high regard by most of the people
Okay.
in the community who are the sort of people who you might think their judgment was sound.
So does the community benefit from him? So
Well,
he's not.
he stabilizes the community, if that's what
Yeah.
you're asking.
Okay.
So he emphatically represents a degree of stability in the community.
Yep. Okay. All right. And he doesn't constrain pirates doing their ply around the place.
He seems completely unconcerned with that.
Okay. Interesting. Right. And he goes off and does his own pirating as well, I take it. Or at least he has a fleet of ships that does it for him.
Yeah, so he has a man of war.
Yeah.
And yes, he has a number of other ships who sail under his flag.
Yeah. Okay.
Right.
No other questions, Your Honor.
Okay.
I think we're probably just taking the sites. Well, that's what I'm planning on
Yeah.
doing. Unless there's a specific plan that we are going to enact.
Well, so I'm just trying to think about like how we're going to approach this thing about what we said we'd do for Drinax. So we need to stop. We need to get enough influence or enough resources that we can stop pirates from preying on the islands as their targets. So that the islands will go over to Drinax, but that we increase piracy against the shipping lanes enough that it's frustrating for the Hierate and the Federation, but not so much that they come in and just like blast the place.
Yeah. Which might be the thing that you say to Farrax, if you want to build your resources, then attacking these shipping lanes might be a fast way of doing that.
Confusing Ferric and Mirai?
Sorry. Yes, I probably am.
Yeah. So Mirai Silverhand, who we're hopefully approaching.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah.
Yep.
Ferric is the ex-Psycho Pomp who...
That's right. Mirai. So convincing Mirai to actually get the resources and get the allies to attack the shipping lanes. Build up their power.
So let's...
and then we can act as middlemen to be able to sell it quite easily.
Yeah. Because, I mean, looking at this map, and I'm thinking perhaps using the island of... Oh, I don't even know how to say that. Eovercanil.
Vercanel.
Eovercanil. Let's go with
Eovercanil.
Yep.
Because one of the main shipping lines kind of goes over the top of it.
Yep.
So you can kind of like sail out from underneath it and attack ships.
You could.
As they're going past. So that might be a good kind of like ambush spot.
Okay. So it sounds like the next step then is you guys are waiting for Mirai.
Yep.
Okay. And you're leaving. Let me just go back over this. So most of the crew are out carousing, and you're rotating a single squad equivalent, so 10 men, or 10 sailors at least, to defend the ship while you're not all there.
Well, if the meeting is going to happen at a particular time, then we might bolster our ship's crew defending the ship, because while we're
Mm.
in,
But would we even have the meeting anywhere near the docks or the ships? I feel like a neutral location would be a better
yes, but
spot.
yeah, I understand that, but
Yeah.
the fact is that if I wanted leverage over us, I would come and claim our ship. So
Very well. Bolster the crew on watch.
yeah.
Okay. Could I? So I think. So I'm going to assert that one of you is like that. You're rotating leadership as well. Is that a reasonable comment?
Yep.
Mhm.
All right. So there are currently 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of you. Of course there is. Okay. D10. Okay. Angelique,
Yep.
you are on duty on the ship with a crew of 10.
Oh, we've got more than that now. Remember, we're bolstering the.
Oh, okay. How many?
I think 30. I think we're
30.
split into 3 thirds now. Yeah. So 30 on the ship, 60 out,
All right.
enjoying themselves.
Okay, 30 is probably enough to be a deterrent. So make a kind of make a scouting roll for me. Now you'll get 2 bonus dice to this because you've got crew on lookout and other things.
One success.
One success. Well, one is sometimes all you need. So you know that what the crew reports is that they've noticed a bit of suspicion, as in there's a couple of people keeping the ship under surveillance,
Mm-hmm.
but nothing else happens because 30 is too many. So you get a message delivered by hand by a runner, one of the no doubt many children of pirates to be found in the community. Suggesting that Mirai is keen for a meeting. She would like to meet you at a tavern in the lower part of town.
Mm-hmm.
She would also, noting, we could all bring a lot of people, she strongly suggests that you keep the crew pretty limited. As in, just, let's say 5 for the sake of simplicity. 5 representatives from each side.
Yeah. All right. So we're all going.
Sure.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Sounds like fun.
Okay, so you guys are there. You see, waiting for you is a somewhat tall, somewhat severe woman. She only has one hand. The hand has been replaced. The missing hand has been replaced with basically a cast hand, so it's made of metal and wood. Doesn't move or anything, but it's definitely there. And she's surrounded by 4 very big individuals. However, they're not soldiers. They're kind of pirates like you guys.
Yep.
All right. They're waiting for you, so you guys rock up.
Mm-hmm.
Greetings. You said you wanted to meet.
Indeed, we do. I believe we could do some business together. I had a little run-in with captain of that delightful little ship. He was carrying some sugar of yours, and we helped him by taking that off his hand. I could help you too with disposing of some sugar for a consideration. If you'd like to get help with that, it's very, very hot cargo at the moment.
Well, if you would like to do that, who are you? Like, why? I don't know anything about any contraband sugar.
Oh, right. No contraband sugar. Well, fine. No, it was just that there's a high rate household that's looking for their sugar that has been stolen from them. But if you want to deal with them and the way they want to chop people's heads off, that's your business.
Well, I mean, we've raided irate ships and ports before. I mean, there are some who think that's unwise, but to date it's been very lucrative.
It's lucrative up until the point where you can't sell it anymore.
Yes, that's true. And how will you pay for this mythical sugar?
Well, I could just pay you a sum for it, and where I sell it is my business. But that means I pay less for it. Or I can take it on consignment and leave you with a deposit and return with a slightly larger return for you on it without you having to worry about it. That's some possibilities. Or you can just deal with sugar yourself. I'm just curious, where did you raid it from? Like, did you take it? Was it someone else and you're just handling it for someone else?
Okay, I will need a manipulation roll, please.
Okay. I'm gonna try manipulating her.
Oh,
2
Oh,
6s.
nice.
All right. Look. So you're sort of asking those questions and persuading her. She looks at you very hard for a second and says, "How many ships do you command?"
Currently just one.
Okay. Well, do you have like I would be happy to give you some of the sugar.
Give me.
Well, yes.
Why?
Well, I'm not sure if you're aware, but we're currently looking for crews to join up with us.
Well, are also looking for crews to join up with, potentially. Perhaps we can come to some kind of mutual arrangement.
Okay. Well, I mean, it would depend on your willingness. So, and she looks around very carefully. Looks around again, then whispers quietly across to you. How do you feel about the Admiral's control?
I feel nothing in particular about it at this point.
Well, what if there was a change in the Admiral's control?
I would feel nothing about that either.
I see.
Neither here nor there to me what the Admiral is doing at this point. Is he being particularly a bother to you?
Well, I mean, I'm just saying that I think the Admiral, I think the Admiral stops us from being from the community thriving in the way that it needs to thrive. I think he holds it back.
Hmm. And who would you like to see gain power here?
Well, I mean, does any one person have to have power? I mean, that's the problem, right?
Mm. Well, I don't know. I don't know if I care enough or not for that to bother me. I've got other agendas in play at this
Right.
time.
The question is, what do we have to gain from it?
Yeah, there's nothing in particular that we gain from either way. We might make more trouble for ourselves for nothing. But I'm looking for information. I'm looking to know where this sugar came from, and who claimed it, and as a starting point. And we're also looking to find crews who might be willing to join forces to tackle larger targets than any one ship could take alone.
Yeah, look, I'm not particularly interested in that myself. I think this conversation is probably done. So she steps back from the table, and looks meaningfully at the four people who are with her. You can all make perception roll. Yeah, you can all make move rolls. Actually, sorry, move rolls, please. All four of you, by the way, in case
I know that look that's
Yep.
coming.
Ooh.
I got 2 successes.
And I'll roll from over again. Who has ridiculous move and actually may even have a bonus for this? Oh no, that's right. I think so. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Just a second. Thanks.
Wow.
Whoa.
Yeah.
2 successes.
All right. So those people who got 2 successes, which was Angelique and Margaret, you are completely unsurprised and may act before they do when 4 of them launch an attack on you while she beats a hasty retreat.
Yeah.
What would you like to do? I know what Margaret will do. Margaret will assumably shoot someone.
Yes. I'm gonna pick up one of the glasses mugs on the table and like throw it in the face of one person while I pull out my sword with the other.
Excellent. Okay, that sounds to me like a marksmanship roll. So roll your marksmanship.
Yeah.
As you hurl the cup in their face.
Miss completely.
Margaret, who doesn't waste any time deciding whether this is going to be a dangerous fight or not, just shoots one of them with her loaded rifle and gets 1 success. However, it does 2 base damage. So she blows a hole in one of them. Now the 3, so one's badly injured, the other 2 are fine. I think the next people will be Dominique and Con, who both got 1 success. What would you like to do, Dominique and Con? You're going at the same time as them. You can see they're drawing their swords and or pistols.
Well, I'm kind of shit in a fight, so I believe, let's see.
Do you even have any weapons?
Nope. I got a fist.
Hooray!
And my base damage is 0.
Yeah, because fists don't do any damage unless you get additional successes. And yes, you roll 3 dice. So, no, you're not the world's greatest fighter. You could pick up a chair or
That is kind of what I was thinking.
something else, which will at least give you, 1 point of damage as your base damage. Like, it's an unwieldy object, but it will at least naturally cause damage when you hit them with it.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna try and do that. So.
All right. Roll your melee skill. Oh!
Okay.
All right, it turns out you're actually not a bad shot with the chair.
It's my new special weapon.
It's your new special weapon. So you lift this chair up over your head and smash it onto one of the guys. He stumbles back. He's not badly injured by the chair because you're still... Oh, actually, you do 2 points of damage. Sorry, my apologies. You actually...
Oh, damn.
You do 2 points because you get an extra point for the extra success. So you do 2 points of damage, which is actually quite devastating. He looks actually quite badly injured.
It rotates for the extra power.
Yeah, you smashed the brute squad. Con, what are you doing?
Oh god. Yeah, she's also not a fighter. So were we at a table or was it just chairs?
At a table.
At a table, there's chairs, there's mugs. Like you're in the middle of a tavern, so you have a endless supply of tavern-related equipment.
Tabernacle, if you will.
So okay, so it'd be a small table. Just the whole flip a table, try not to get shot sort of thing. But that probably wouldn't work with a tavern-sized table.
Pretty heavy.
Well, not all tables are made equal, so you can probably find, if you're looking for the classic, smaller round table that you can flip over and hide behind, you're welcome to do so.
Yeah, let's do that. What would that be?
So a dainty side table.
So I think it's a might roll because you're flipping the table over and then hiding behind it.
Oh, yep. That's not their forte, but let's do it anyway. Yeah, it didn't work.
It didn't work. All right, so you go to upend the table, and you find yourself with an unupended table. However, look, it's there. You're
Bloody thing nailed to the floor.
exactly. You're kind of crouched behind it.
I am small, so
Exactly. So you're crouched underneath it, perhaps. You've ducked under the table in a defensive maneuver. So Margaret has shot someone. You two have, one of you at least has swung a chair at someone successfully. The other one's hidden, and of course, Angelique, while you drew your weapon, you threw something into their faces, leaving us. So they launched their attacks at that point. So there are 4 of them, and there are 5 of you, which suggests one of you doesn't get attacked. Who is that? Let's roll a d10 and find out who doesn't get attacked. It's lucky number 4. Who is number 4? Lorenzo!
That's because I'm still sitting at the table.
Yeah, going, what?
What's going
That
on?
escalated quickly, being the classic line. So Lorenzo, you don't get attacked. Now, guys, what you can do is do what's called a reaction. A reaction means you can block an attack. So you roll your melee skill to block a sword blow. If you want to dodge a pistol shot, you must spend panache to do so. It is the only way to dodge a bullet. In effect, calling upon Lady Luck to cause the weapon to misfire. All right, so the first guy is going to shoot or stab. Which is it? Stab. All right, so first guy is stabbing. Angelique, someone's coming at you with a sword. Possibly not their wisest
I'm
decision.
gonna use. No, sure it's not. I'm gonna use my melee to react to them.
Okay, so parry. 2 successes.
Parry.
Okay, so I now roll their melee. Which is not. Oh no, hold on. Clear. Whatever. Actually, whatever. They get 1 success, you get 2, which means you definitively block them, and you can launch you can take that extra. You can use the extra success to launch a attack if you want.
Absolutely.
All right.
So can I roll my attack from my saber?
No, you just do the saber's damage. So basically, you lost 1 success to block, and then you've got 1 success that you can use to hit them with. So it's not a new dice roll.
So that's
it's using the.
Oh yeah, so it's just like I do 1 damage.
Basically,
yeah, it's a riposte. Yeah. So you do 1 point of damage to that guy. Is he someone who's already been? Oh, well, actually, he's the guy you threw the mug at, so no, he hasn't taken any damage.
Yeah.
So he is marginally wounded. Okay, Con, hiding below the desk.
Yep.
Okay, he's coming at you with his sword. You're hiding below the desk. You can use the desk is effectively obstructing him, so it actually applies minus dice to his attack.
Cool. So it's a melee to avoid getting stabbed?
Yes, or move if you just want to dodge. So if you use move, you can use your move skill, but you can't launch a riposte. You can't attack back.
Oh, yeah. No, let's live dangerously. Let's go with melee.
Okay, he's only rolling 3 dice, so good start.
That's okay. Same.
Okay.
Not great.
Not great. Also not great. So he completely misses you, and you fail to get any benefit. So you're basically both flailing each other across the table.
Yeah. She pulls a scalpel out of her pocket and stabs but misses.
Yeah, and he's got a cutlass and he stabs and misses. Okay. Dominique.
Yep.
Stabby or gunny? Let's find out. Wow, they love their guns. I mean, they don't
Heavy.
love their guns. They love their stabbies. So you have hit this guy in the head with a chair. They're coming at you with their cutlass at this point. Do you want to? Do you want to block them with your chair?
I would love to block them with my chair.
Okay, that seems legit. So they're going to roll 4 dice because they've already taken 2
Mhm.
points of damage,
Yep.
which they got no successes in. And you're then going to roll your melee skill with no modifiers to
Okay.
see how effectively you block them. It
Oof.
turns out, once again, it's flailing at 10 paces.
Uh-huh.
As both of you flail at each other pointlessly without actually landing anything. All right, that is everyone. Oh, except for the guys attacking Margaret who got shot earlier, which was a bit rude. Oh, actually, hold on.
He's very good with that.
I need to roll the dice to determine whether it is also a cutlass. Jeez, no one's using their pistols. Okay. Hashtag
Well,
safe.
clearly they've been told that it's not okay to like accidentally shoot people
Alright.
in the tavern.
So she,
Hmm.
So
well,
they've gotta
except
use
she did. She
blades.
shot someone.
Yeah. Max hasn't been told about that.
Yeah, the rules are not as clear to Mags as they are to the other people. Is that the line we're going with? It wasn't my fault.
yeah,
I
because
didn't
it's
know.
like it's not cool to shoot people who aren't involved in the combat and
Okay.
like in the argument. Yeah.
Yeah. The bad news for Mags, or the good news for the other guy, is she can really only shoot that gun once in this melee. Okay, so you guys now, yeah, so they've all launched their attacks. Lorenzo, please, what would you like to do?
I have this vision of me sitting at the table, a bit slow and getting up, but you've got Con there who's with his scalpel and one trying to keep the table in between him and the other pirate. And whenever the next time the pirate comes close, he cops a cutlass from me, and as I stand up. So I'm attacking Con's opponent.
All right, go for it.
Oh, 1 point.
1 point of success.
That should distract him.
He tries to block you. Oh, he
Hey,
does
boss.
block you. All right, so you launch an attack. He blocks you.
Good. Well,
Doesn't do
now
anything
we're
else, but he does block you.
That's
All
cool.
right. We go back to the top of the line. So that would be Angelique.
Yeah.
You've drawn your blade. Let me guess.
Yeah.
You want to use it on the guy in front of you.
I sure do.
Okay.
Oh,
2 sixes.
2 successes.
Did you? I think you have a bonus, by the way, in your talents. Did you include your bonus?
No, I did not.
Because I'm pretty sure I gave you Duelist level 2. You get 2d6.
Oh, plus 2 dice to attack using my duelist weapon. May launch an additional special maneuver as a fast action.
So
Oof.
in exactly the same way that you, so effectively you can launch, like you can try and disarm them, or knock them prone, or something else with a second attack. That's what that means.
Yeah.
So you can do a special maneuver in addition
Okay.
to your raw attack. So first of all, roll your additional 2 dice.
Yeah. Oh, come here. Roll.
So if you get,
Yes,
3
third
successes.
success.
All right. And then I will roll his attempt to block you. Which might go as well. No, it does not.
No.
Okay, so do you, first of all, what do you want to do with those successes? I mean, do you want to just lay them all into damage?
Yeah, I do actually at this point. I just
Alright.
want to take him down.
So you do 1 point of base damage with the saber. That goes up to 3 points of damage with the 2 bonus. So he's not completely down, but he's had way better days. He's almost on his last legs. And the other person who got 2 was Margaret, who no longer has a loaded rifle, but assumedly can hit people with it. So, Margaret, what's your skill? I think your melee is crap. Yeah, it is, but, there it is. Alright, so she tries to run her guy through while he's not in a great place. Oh, 2 successes. Jesus. So that is not going to be readily dodged by Mr. I'm down to 3 dice. No.
Mhm.
She beats her guy down. So she'd already shot him. She does him he's taken a total of 4 points of damage. So she runs him through with the cutlass.
Excellent.
Okay, then it is the Con and Dominique show. So I think we started with Con last time, so we'll stick with that.
Mm.
Con, you're dodging behind the table. Lorenzo has now engaged your opponent. You have an option, which is you could try and sort of position yourself in such a way that you might actually have an easier time of attacking him, or at least just distract him. That's the other option, is you could do stuff to kind of reduce his effectiveness. So try and confuse or distract or befuddle him. That's also an option. Or you could just get the hell out of the combat so you can't be stabbed.
Yeah, I was thinking of maybe leaning into the strength of let's not be where the stabbing is.
Let's not be where the stabbing is. Sure.
Yeah, would I get a bonus dice from small level 1?
Yes, you would.
Yep, cool.
And you can make
Yeah,
a move roll to basically get the hell out of the way.
Yeah, I'm crawling under tables. I'm doing whatever it takes.
Right. Okay.
Roll modifier
So
1.
you're committed to this. I'll give you
Yeah.
a bonus dice for being committed.
Okay, so just roll modifier 2 then.
Go, go, go.
Yep, you get a success. So
Woohoo.
he's busy
I'm
worried
outie.
about the absolute freaking giant who's just launched an attack on him. Because in complete opposite to yourself, Lorenzo is massive. So he's now worried about the giant hulking dude with the big knife.
Totally fair.
While you scramble away under tables. You're doing the classic, scrambling under tables, knocking people's feet, apologizing for various mistakes that you make as you do so.
Basically.
Dominique, you
Yeah.
and your opponent, you've got your chair. It's done you
I've got
good
my
so
chair.
far.
Hmm
This is a good chair.
I've got most of the chair. I do feel like some has broken off at this point.
Yes, I think some of it is currently lying on the floor where it snapped after you hit someone with it.
All right, but with the rest, it's kind of sharp and pointy. We're gonna do a try.
Okay, I like it. I like where we're going here. Okay, yep, that's about what we
Yeah.
expected. Yep.
Hmm
Mm-hmm.
We did a bit of a flail.
So you launch your chair-based attack on the pirate,
Hmm
who dutifully ignores you. The next, who's next? Oh, them actually.
Them.
The guy who was attacking Margaret is actually completely down. So the guy who's attacking Angelique has 3 dice to roll. Bum, bum, bum. Gets 1 success.
Ooh.
Angelique. Oh, Angelique, sorry, we didn't do your special maneuver. What did you want to do with it?
No, I thought I wasn't doing a special maneuver because I was just putting all of the successes
No.
into.
You can use your fast action. So let me explain. So
Yeah.
So you've got 2 actions around. You've got a full action or a complete action.
Yeah.
And you've got a fast action as well. Fast action is what's allowing you to do your blocks. So to be clear, you're using your fast action to do a reaction. But you can do other things like run away and those sorts of things with fast actions. Your attack used your complete action. Your superpower as a duelist is you can effectively launch 2 attacks around.
Okay,
the
well,
second
I
attack
will.
can't be damage focused. It's like all the aha noises that you need to make.
So I'm going to try and disarm him. Well,
Seems very sensible. Please make a roll to disarm.
there's be a melee.
It's your sword skill again, and you do get the bonus 2 die.
Okay, I was just about to ask that. Okay.
Yeah, I did nerf you a little bit as a duelist when I moved on from 7 Seas, but you're still... Wow, yeah, okay, that was a terrible roll.
Oh, yeah.
It's 9 dice and no successes. Okay, he's fine. He's still got his sword. And he might even...
Does that mean he does 1 point of damage to me?
No, he didn't. No, he didn't reprise. He's just launching his attack. It's his turn to attack. You cannot block this attack because you have used your fast action. So he hits you, causing you 1 point of damage. Please tick either your hold on, I'll get it right. Your fortitude or your deafness. -1 on so -1 on hurts or shakes. to be exact.
And I think we'll go with 6.
Nice. Okay, because that doesn't affect your ability to fight. I understand your choices.
Yeah.
Mhm. Okay. The next one attacks Dominique.
Mm.
Rolling their 4
see.
dice. No hits. Do you want to have a I block you with my chair, sir? Roll?
Yeah. Let's try and block with the chair.
Yeah, nice.
Repost with the chair.
Okay,
Nope.
no. Both of you continue to flail pointlessly at each other, landing no blows.
We're doing great.
Yeah, you guys are awesome. Lorenzo, you are engaged with someone now who would like to stab you repeatedly with their weapon.
Be my guest.
And unlike the other people, they've taken no damage, so they get their whole dice. They get 1 success. Would you like to block?
Yes. Yes.
Okay,
I'm really hoping for like 3 or 4 6s. That'd be nice.
I understand.
2 6s will do.
Two 6s. So you can launch a riposte.
Yep.
And they take... How much damage does your weapon do as its base?
A cutlass.
1, I think. If it's cutlass, it's just 1.
Yeah, it's 1.
Yeah, because rifles do 2. All right. So they are minorly injured. All right. That is all of them because Margaret shot her opponent, so you're down to 3. Angelique, new round. Your attacks.
So because I repost, I don't actually get an attack myself. Is that right?
Sorry, you're last. My apologies. No, sorry. I just completely forgot you were last. Please go.
That's all right. I'm going to use the other form of disarm and try and take his arm off. So here we go.
All right. It's just a straight up let me stab you with my... No, as it turns out. No. Just no.
No.
Now, you can spend panache to re-roll if you want. I will point that out. I will also remind you can spend panache to get a bonus 2 die on a roll before you make it.
Right. Well, I am going to re-roll that.
Okay.
Because that was just dismal.
It was kind of dismal. I'm not going to lie to you. That was sad.
There you
go. You got 1 success. And he's now down to 5 dice, so he's taken a bit of damage. And he got no successes, so you do another point of damage to him, taking him down to 4 dice.
Excellent.
All right, so you're whittling him away. Whittle, little guy. All right, now, Angelique, your guy's got 1 point of damage that they can take.
Come on.
And you get 4 successes.
4 successes.
4 successes. All right, I will roll my 2 dice. No, my 3 dice. 3 dice, sorry. I'll roll my 3 dice and not get 3 successes. No, I got 1. So you get 3 points. So you can take him down with 1 with the straight up hit.
Yeah.
All right, so you run your guy through, leaving 2 of them fighting you. Who is next? Margaret. Margaret. She sees that... Who's in trouble? Oh, Dominique's in trouble, right? Because it's you.
Dominique's not doing great, but, you know.
Holding her own.
It could be.
We're flailing.
Holding her own. Yeah.
Yeah, you know, there's flailing, but it's flailing with intent, so beat that. So she will attack Flailing Boy. Now she gets a bonus 2 die because they are busy worried about other people doing other things. Alright, she hits. Flailing Boy takes... rolls. Oh no, you got... Oh no, you didn't get the riposte, that's right. No, that's right. And blocks the attack, but can't block another attack this round. Okay, Dominique.
Yeah?
Because you're in the fight. Do you want to swing your chair angrily? Have you
Right.
thought about equipping yourself with either a sword or a pistol?
No. The thought has not occurred to Dominique at all.
Is Dominique now thinking a sword or a pistol would be useful, or still of the opinion, there was a chair, what else do I need?
It was a chair. Normally he gets out of these things using whatever's around, so you know.
Alright, yeah, fair. Okay, alright.
It could be a thing later, but, you know.
Yeah, I could do some I could actually learn how to use weapons. Go for it.
Alright, let's see.
Hey, you hit.
Look, it seems to be working out pretty well,
It
actually.
is actually working out pretty
Alright.
well. All right, so you crush the guy under your chair as he spins to defend himself from Margaret's attack, leaving only one of them. Oh, Con, what are you doing? What do you want to do, Con? You scrambled away from the fight. You popped
Yeah,
up.
I mean,
Or have you popped up? Maybe that's an assumption. Perhaps you're still hiding under the chairs.
I think she'd like pop up, see if any of our side need help, see that they're doing okay, and probably pop back down again.
Yeah, there's only one of them left standing. Like it's there's all of your people are still standing. I think Angelique has taken a very minor flesh wound, and they've gone down like a pile of pins. So cool.
Yeah, no one looks actively injured, so
No,
Hmm.
the one guy.
no one I care about.
The one guy standing is actually fighting
Me.
Lorenzo. Yeah, and throws themselves into their attack. Oh, one success. There we go. Right there. Go for it.
Right.
Riposting, you block it.
I block it.
Okay, your attack.
All right, come on. Let's just finish this. Oh, 2 attack, 2 successes.
And they get
Oh,
one, which
no.
means... Oh, no, they got both. Wow.
No, they defended.
Alright, so, but there's only them left. So the next round, I guess... Angelique, what do you do? There's only one person left and they're fighting Lorenzo. They seem to be holding their own.
Well, I better deal with them before I go chasing off after this woman. Okay, I'm going to melee.
Alright. No successes.
How?
Hey, get your own. I'm using this one.
Ah,
Alright.
you're in the way.
Margaret has no compunction and will happily whack them. And they are now vastly outnumbered, so I'll give her 3 bonus die. Oh, it's not letting me. Okay. Good on you. And then throw those 3 die separately. Since for some reason that wasn't working. No, it's just the one success. They can't block it, however, so they take another point of damage. They're almost unconscious. Lorenzo. Oh no! Oh no! Hold on! This could be the moment. Dominique, do you want
Dominique
to pile
with the
in
chair?
on this?
Chair.
With the chair. All
He's
right, we're gonna
wailing
see.
with the
You get
chair.
3
wailing.
bonus die. You get 3 bonus die
Oh,
because
Jesus.
they're basically being attacked from all sides.
Use the chair.
All right, and that. Let's see. I'm trying to remember how we add bonus die.
Click on the
control?
skill and the box will pop up, and then you can just type 3 in the bonus die box.
Roll modifier?
Yes.
Yeah.
Put 3 in there.
There we go. Okay.
And all will be apparent.
Oh,
No!
come on. No.
Nothing.
Oh, that's terrible.
All right.
This guy's a bit tough.
He is. He's holding the line. He's slowing you down, actually. He's doing a good job.
He is.
The BBG of the entire campaign.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Best bad guy. I hope that's what that means.
Mhm.
Nice.
Absolutely.
Nice. It's actually their go. They've got 3 dice, and they're launching their attack on Lorenzo in a desperate I want 3 sixes.
Ooh.
No.
Nothing.
No.
No.
Nah, it was worth a try. All right, Lorenzo, launch your attack and take this guy down. Disarm him.
Yeah.
If you dare, sir.
2 successes.
2 successes. All right, he goes down in a pile of mess and blood. All right, so we will stop it there because it's 11:15 at night, and I started work at some ungodly hour this morning.
Oh my god.
So I think that'll do it. And next session will be your racing out of the tavern to chase Mirai down before she gets away.
Yep.
All right,
Yeah,
so-
absolutely.
All right. Thank you very much, everyone. Talk to you then.
Thank you. It's
Thank you.
I'm really impressed that you could run this after you've been traveling for work all day. So
Mhm.
It's more
thank you, Thomas.
It's more arrogance than skill. But yes.